Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and this is the Best of the Rest show. We are here. We are sponsored by Boohoo Man. Make sure to go and check out the QR code next to Premzy. Premzy's right next to you there. Make sure you go and check it out.
This way, fucking this one of these ways.
Yeah, use that. Use that. You can go and get yourself 40% off. All you got to do is go hit the link or go on that QR code right there, and you could go and get 40% off. Use the code Saeed, and you will then able to get 40% off. And big up to Spoohoo, man. You can be swagged out like me, and also. So there you have it, people. Go check it out, people. Go use the code 40% off, generous offer. So make sure you get kitted out, get a coat, wherever you want to. You know what I mean? It's freezing out there. So wherever you feel like, people, go check out the link or use the QR code, 40% off. But we have the man them in the building. Big up to Premzy, man like 5K Premzy TV. If you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're not subscribed for. But Premzy TV, man, congratulations, 5K. What are you telling them?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, it's a hard slog, but I like to just bring quality content, quality guests on the show. You get me? So if you're not subscribed, you're missing out, people. But I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. Again, Saeed, Patrick, thank you very much for contributing to the channel as well. Likewise with many other guests, and hopefully onwards and upwards, my brother.
Absolutely, man. Big up to Patrick as well in the building. What are you telling them, Patrick? I know you're not feeling too good at the minute. I don't know how you're wearing a Tottenham shirt, but that just shows you what fan you are. No matter what, you're there to support your team, man. Yeah, but listen, man, done out here, man. Conte done out. What's going on?
Oh, I hated that I had to be you, Saeed. I knew you were going to chat shit today. I knew
it. I'm disappointed in Tottenham, man. I'll tell you why. I'm disappointed in Tottenham, man. I really am. I'm disappointed in you.
Listen, if you are, imagine how I feel right now. It's mad. Yeah. It's mad. It is
mad. Patrick was going to turn up half-time like his team, eh? Hey?
I don't know if you saw my comment. I put in the thing, like, don't be like Tottenham. You know, smash that like, start early. Smash it like as soon as you enter the chat. Because, yeah, man, we're going to talk about it. But me as a whole, I'm good. Obviously happy to be here and talk with my brothers and catch up. It's just annoying. I have to see that smug face from fucking Femsy for the whole hour and a bit. It's just annoying.
All I know is, you know that track from Malik Berry, sit back down, what you mean?
Aye, listen, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. But listen, people, like Patrick said, man, people, make sure you like the video. Over 200 of you in the chat right now. Subscribe to the Mandem. Subscribe to Patrick and Prem. And obviously, Kevin Lewis will be here in about 3 minutes' time. So we will get his lowdown as they move from 10th to 9th. I don't even know where they are right now. So
10th to 10th.
Yeah, 10th to
10th. You know what I mean? It's madness, man. But we're here, man. But let's discuss Tottenham first, man. And like I said, man, I put something in the group chat, and there's some rumors coming out from Tottenham is that a reunion with Pochettino as manager is a possibility. Obviously, right now, I just think it's a mess. Conte's out of contract in the summer. You know what it is, yeah? I just feel like, what the hell is the plan at Tottenham? Like, I don't actually know what the plan is at Tottenham. You've got the best manager you've ever had in Antonio Conte. You're never ever going to get anyone better at this current stage than Antonio Conte, a guy that's won it all, a guy that's just, his CV is immaculate, but he looks a bit disinterested. He looks like he's out of sorts. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, you know. So Patrick, man, is Pochettino the answer? Bringing him back, is he really going to solve anything at Tottenham apart from it feels good to be back watching good football? What do you think?
It wouldn't even feel good. I'd be annoyed, and I'm sure most people that aren't stupid and don't have blinkers on and don't have the wool pulled over their eyes, they'd also be annoyed. I'm tired of these. Why is Femsy laughing like this? I hate it.
He's not like you could have to sell your stadium soon. It's a mad thing.
It's so dumb. And this is why I was screaming leave it out, and I've been screaming leave it out. The guy doesn't have any answers. Saeed, you said it yourself. What is the plan? What is the strategy? Yeah. Where are we going? There's no direction. There's no plan. We brought in a DOF that allegedly meant that he was going to step back from all of this and let Paratici cook, let Paratici in the kitchen and do his job. Paratici's gone AWOL. The guy's gone MIA. There's a lot of stuff hanging over him about his dealings over in Juventus, and he's kind of been like not really active. And it's crazy because it's January and we haven't done anything. But going back to what you said, there is no plan, there is no strategy. And this is why I hate the guy. I hate Daniel Levy. And all he's about is quick fixes and short-term fixes and using a band-aid to flipping cover up a massive crack that's been there for a minute. And what is the point of bringing in a manager if you don't back him? I mean, you went down the Jose Mourinho route, it didn't work. You then went down the Nuno route and it didn't work. You've now brought in Conte, who's a world-class manager, who's at the peak of his powers. He's won 4 of the 5 last league titles or leagues he's been in. The guy's a proven winner. You then mean if you bring him in, you have to back him. Whatever manager you bring in, you have to back their philosophy. You have to allow them time to bring in the players they want, get rid of the players they don't want, and sign in to what they are after and what they're looking for. If you don't, what's the point of bringing them in the beginning? And all he does is he brings a manager in. There's a manager bounce, a honeymoon period. You're going to get the best out of basically the squad that you've got, and you're just basically squeezing stale players in a stale squad. And then after a while, you kind of realize this isn't working. And if you don't freshen things up, it's what happens. So it's a year in, Saeed. You can see the manager's pissed off because probably January's happened. He's not been, the things that he's been promised haven't happened and haven't materialized. You can see that players aren't really buying into what's been said anymore, and it's just a mess. It is a mess. The thing is, as messy as it is, it can be fixed, but it just needs to be fixed now, and we need to act now. And Daniel Levy probably isn't going to do that, and I just wish the guy would fuck off, man. I really do. I'm just tired of his bullshit. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the, like, what's the point of bringing Pochettino in? And I see people are like, oh, that's going to be amazing. Bring Poch back. Why? What's the point of bringing Poch back if we're not going to back
bro, you
Poch?
need to give Conte some slack, fam. Look, you do, because at the start of this year, I was hearing Tottenham have won the transfer window. That's what am I wrong, guys? That's what we were hearing. Tottenham have won the transfer window. I can understand. He might still need to get a few more players through the door, and he needs a bit more time. I get it. But if you look at the kind of players that come in, fair enough, Jed Spence might have not been his player, yeah. But you look at Basuma, Perisic, Kulusevski, Bentancur. Did Romero come under him as well?
No, not under him. But essentially, he signed.
Langley came under him. You know what I mean? So you got to say he's had a good few players there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's got to take some kind of responsibility. This guy looks like he's going to get thrown into jail, if he decides to change up the tactics. You know what I mean, bro? It's a mad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Conte, but he's got to take some responsibility, man.
Absolutely. When you look at it, for me, I look at a Conte team. You look at them spirit, fight, energy. And I look at it and I think, what is your tactics? You're playing against Arteta, who he's still learning his trade. He's still developing as a manager, young manager. You should be bossing Arteta and teaching him a footballing lesson. But he told him a footballing lesson. And I just looked at him and I thought, what are you doing? You're not changing any substitutions. I think two things can be right. I really do. I think the owners should go, and I think Enoch should go. But at the same time, Conte needs to fix up, man.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Bro, he needs to fix up his tactics, man. You know what I mean? Like,
that's it. Like,
you can't play 5 at the back all the time. You can't play 5 at the back every game.
When you saw 2 in midfield getting overran and overpowered by the 3 in midfield, you arguably went up against the best 3 in midfield, the best midfield trio in Xhaka, Partey and Odegaard. And he had Sarr, who's a debutant, a youngster. He's a good player. But then you had him with Højbjerg. They just got ran ragged. 2 against 3 of the best midfielders in the Premier League at the moment. You could see that. I could see that. After the first 5-6 minutes, change it up, switch things up. We don't need to play 5 at the back if you're just getting overpowered in the midfield. That should have changed straight away. And stubbornness as well. Jed Spence should have definitely been integrated into the team right now. I don't understand that. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Jed Spence is definitely better than Emerson Royale, and he's definitely better than Doherty. So why are you not playing him? Why are you not giving him a chance? Just silly things. And like you said, but it's like he's going to live by the sword and die by the sword. For me, that doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, the best managers, they realize if they're not getting it right or things aren't going to plan, there's a plan A, there's a plan B, there's a plan C. I just don't see it. I see this comment here.
I'm loving it, fam. I'm loving it. You get me? Long may it continue. Long may it continue. It's a mad thing.
Carefree Lewis, man. What are you saying, man? Everything all good, man. Obviously, welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You seen the Tottenham demise. Obviously, you know what I mean? Matisse was on the stream yesterday. He was having a go at them. But I was like, yo, man, Tottenham, what the flip is going on there? You thought your club was bad this season. But I feel like Tottenham, you know, we can talk about did they deserve to be in their position, but like, I still don't know how they've won certain games. I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't know. What are you thinking?
Because they got a better attack.
Yeah,
as long as you feed them enough chances, the likes of Kane and I was gonna say Son, but he ain't having the best of season. So just Kane, they'll score goals. But I shouldn't have expected much different from Tottenham. I was really trying to hope that they might take something like North London Derby and everything, form goes out the window. It didn't. It really didn't. It went exactly as anyone who didn't think it was a derby would predict it would go. Tottenham would make their own mistakes. Arsenal would pounce on them early, and then they control the game from there. It was very straightforward. Didn't even feel like a North London derby, in all honesty. Just felt like a standard Arsenal game, which is a bit annoying, but again, it's not to be expected. I think Tottenham wouldn't be too surprised that. You're just more annoyed at Hugo Lloris because it might have been a tighter game if it weren't for that first mistake in the first 15. If they stabilize themselves, you might see a 0-0. You might see it swing 1-0 in one team's way, but that early mistake, all their heads drop. They already know they now have to come back from 1-0 down, and it's already hard enough even trying to get the first goal. I think Lloris's mistake just killed it all off for them.
Well, listen,
you know what? Yeah, Saeed, that game panned out exactly how I more or less stated it. I said, Arsenal, get the early goals. You know what I mean? Second half, we know Spurs are going to come out, manage the game well, something that we've done all season. You get me? Put a professional performance in, and that's exactly what it is. What's surprising from Conte is he's not proactive one bit. Like in that first half, you could clearly see, like Patrick was touched on just a minute ago, they were getting overrun by the three in midfield. At what point are you going to then decide to drop another body in that midfield? You get me? Or you're just going to allow it to carry on happening? And if Tottenham carry on this way, trust me, they're up against Man City next. Yeah, they're a wounded animal. 2 defeats on a row. It's going to only get sadder. But then again, I do say that, but Tottenham do have a good record against Man City. But Conte's got to take big responsibility. You get me? I understand Tottenham fans ain't happy with Levy and all of these kind of guys because for years they've been promising and never delivering. You get me? But when is it going to be? You know what? Conte's been here for 14 months now, however long might be. When is he going to take some responsibility for some of the performances? You get me? If I was a Tottenham man, I wouldn't be happy as well seeing him in the press conference, just giving Arsenal praise and all that. I'd want to be seeing a reaction after a North London derby like that. So if I was a Spurs fan, which I'm glad I ain't, questions got to be getting answered, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. And I think ultimately, you know, we'll see. This is a massive 14 days. I mean, you link with Pedro Porro, but you got Jed Spence. I mean, why are you going for Pedro Porro? You need attacking midfielders. It's like the whole kind of recruitment team is just, I don't know where it's going. You need attacking midfielder.
To be fair, that's the best link I could ask for right now. The thing is, for us to actually be a successful unit, we need our wing backs to deliver quality. How many times did we see Sessegnon in a good attacking space or area on Sunday, and he just fluffed his lines, passed the ball backwards, or delivered a crap cross into the ball? Conte uses his wing backs as attacking outlets, so Pedro Porro will come in and start straight away. For me, that's a quality signing. It needs to get done. It should have been done already. Just fucking pay the release clause. Yes, it's all in one go. Who cares? If you need the player, I don't know why we're acting like we're some penny pinching, poor club. We're not. Just pay it and get it done. So we do need an attacking midfielder, but to be fair, the wing backs is the first thing that we need sorted, and we need a goalkeeper as well. We need a goalkeeper right now, man. Hugo Lloris is done. I can't defend that guy anymore. He's diabolical. He's embarrassing. Pretty much 15 out of the 20 goalkeepers in the Premier League are better than him now. That's how bad he is. He's so washed. He's done.
It's done, man. Big up to Smokey Settings. Says, Saeed, what you saying about Jim Raddy now, my bro? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't really want him. I want someone who's got a bit of money, man. Give me someone that Arab money, man. I ain't got no money, man.
It's mad that you're saying a billionaire ain't got no money. That's crazy.
No, but if you look at his actual,
I get what you're saying.
Man, he ain't got that. You know what I mean?
Money. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
I want a guy who's gonna come in. I want an owner who's gonna come in. Who's gonna invest heavily into the training ground. I don't want no guy that just, you know what I mean, man. Is a fan and all that, man.
Yeah.
But listen, we'll see it. We'll see, man. But I just feel like for me, like, talk about Thursday, like, bloody hell, it would only be Tottenham to do that and then lose the next game after that. Like, I just don't personally see. I think Man City are gonna come in and gonna smoke you a lot. I really, really do. I don't see a chance for Tottenham. I really don't. Hey,
I hope so. God forbid Tottenham lose to Arsenal and then beat Man City. It's like you might as well just be helping your neighbours out.
I know. I'm hoping they do us a favour, man.
We need to win this game now, because remember I was on here.
Tottenham doing a favour for us.
Imagine Lloris sobers up for this one and has a masterclass.
It's not doing a favour for Arsenal. It's doing a favour for ourselves now, because I thought we would beat Arsenal.
What are you talking about? You were telling me you wanted to get beat by 6 points, man. Remember that clip, Saeed, that you brought out?
That was. You got the clip, and I said it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to
run it.
But it was on the premise that we beat Arsenal at home, which we always do, and we didn't. So now we need the points. Do you know what I mean? So if we were to beat Arsenal at home, obviously they didn't have +3. I expected Man City to go and beat Man United. They didn't. So again, they're down 3. So then these things that I thought was going to happen haven't happened. So now we need to beat them. We need to go to the Etihad.
Patrick?
Backs against the wall and beat them. And I'm backing us to do it.
You don't need the points.
We do need the points.
The greater good matters more. The greater good matters more.
The greater good is us getting back into the top 4. I mean, you lot can write us off, but we're still within a punch. And listen, we're still in a fighting chance. Yes, this team has been shit. Our form is very patchy, but at the end of the day, we're still in the mix. So we need to go and get the points.
You will be.
You'll get your points, but these ones, like, it don't matter. City don't matter. There's other points that you got.
It's not about, listen, you Arsenal man can fuck off. It's not about doing you lot a favour. We need the points for ourselves now. It's just, it's dog eat dog.
The greater good though, for the greater good though, still.
You want greater good.
Man United just put in a title challenge, please. That's the greater good. All these guys need to put the pressure on Arsenal.
Don't you worry about that. Just like your chicken got choked, their Red Devils gonna get water.
United.
You're talking now. It's too early, man. This is too early for you, President, man. Let's let him marinate. Let's
allow it, fam. I'm telling you, top of the tree.
We've done it before, and we'll do it again. I'm not worried about
whatever.
Saeed, for the greater good, my friend.
Saeed, let's go.
There we go, man.
Look at all. This is how you know that Arsenal are back, because you got the whole lot of him. The whole lot of them acting like bums.
We are bums, but we're still 10th.
Yeah, you and Liverpool are holding hands at the bottom of the table. Use on a mad thing.
Big up to Farrow with the donations. Conte and Spurs seemed more spirited during Chelsea tie in the season with Tuchel than in North London derby.
No, there's no lies are told there, and I didn't get it. The thing is, the fans were on it. We were there singing and screaming and chanting, but the players just looked like they didn't care. It was so weird. Apart from Romero, who was clattering everyone and should have got sent off, if I'm being honest. But at least I saw some fight. Richarlison and the fan that kicked Ramsdale in the back. Those are the only 3 people that actually looked like they cared. It's so mad.
You know, Patrick paid him. I'm telling you, we had conversation off camera. You get me? Give him a little quick 20 sheet. These players, man, are cheap, so they took the little £20 and then the job's cheeky bastard. He needs to get a lifetime ban him, though, man. Disrespect.
That kick needed to be harder. If you're gonna do it and get banned for life.
Did you see Martinelli throwing the Arsenal scarf on the camera that was just going all the way around the stadium on a mad thing?
Did you see when he tried to give Richarlison a handshake, and Richarlison
exactly.
My boy Richie, what are you doing? He wasn't trying to give him a handshake.
My boy Richie's on.
I like it, man. It's a derby, man. You know what I mean? That's a good question, Lewis. Yeah. Would you be pissed off if Tuchel came to Tottenham? Would you be pissed off?
I wouldn't be pissed off with him. I just don't know why. Like, from what I'm seeing, you're meant to be waiting for Bayern Munich or Real Madrid or potentially a national side. Why are you going to Tottenham? I don't get it. Like, respectfully, Tottenham are a graveyard for managers. I've seen Jose go there. I've seen Conte go there. And both times I've said, this manager is going to be the one that breaks the trophy drought. I am sure of it.
Yeah.
Why are you going to go there when I feel like there was questions asked to Tuchel when he first joined Chelsea because of the way he fell out with the PSG board, the way he fell out with the Dortmund board. In what world is he going to get on with the Tottenham board? It makes no sense from top to bottom, no matter what way you look here. I think it's just rumors for the sake of rumors because he hasn't found the club yet. But there's no realistic reason why he goes there. So I'd just be confused.
No more Chelsea managers, man. Like, what is going on? Again, no plan. No more. And it's not even a dig at Chelsea. I just don't get it. There's other managers out there. We don't need to keep going after Chelsea's rejects. Guys that have been...
Go for Brendan Rodgers, fam.
You guys won trophies. You're trying to follow the market trophy.
You're getting the years, man. Yeah, need Big Sam.
We need a clean up from top to bottom, man. Honestly, the whole thing needs burning down and starting again. Honestly, it's so mad. It's so disappointing. Every season I start with the premise that we're going to do well, we're going to fire, we're going to kick on, and it's just the same old shit. Same old shit.
Oh, it's the Tottenham curse, man.
Well, there you go. Tottenham curse. Someone said bring Sean Dyche. That's mad, yo. That's
not a bad
mad.
job for Tottenham. High level.
Absolutely. Guys, there's nearly 700 of you in the chat. Guys, make sure you smash the like on the video. If you're not smashing the like, then listen, man, you might as well just leave.
Then leave. Exactly. Leave.
Yeah, leave, man. Yeah, leave now, man. I mean, so smash a like on the video, subscribe to the man, and let's move on to. Oh, 1 second, we've got
Ollie. Some great shout there. You know, I said this in the group chat. Ollie gonna social, man. He'll get you to 30 seconds, man.
No. Just back the manager that we have, Conte. He's right here, right now. Back him. Simple.
Yeah. Absolutely. Big up to Olu Basuma used all his
against the walls. That's what it is, man.
Basuma used all his passion celebrating 2-2 draw. Wow.
Boy.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
There you go. But listen, man, let's move over to Declan Rice. Arsenal deal to sign Declan Rice and Basuma could be around 70 million. Listen, this
Arsenal's interested. Nice. Bowley will be about soon.
What news? I thought Chelsea would be the team to actually get Declan Rice. Obviously, my man wants to play for a minute.
Same.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. You know, like Declan Rice. Yeah, this is, and again, Arsenal are not quick, man. I don't know what it is with Arsenal. They're just not quick. Rafinha, slow. Jesus, slow. Who else have they been slow at getting? There's been so many players that
Felix Mudryk,
Vlahovic,
Bruno Gomes.
Bruno Gomes. Bro, you man keep lauding Edu and you keep saying Don Edu, yeah. But in reality, how many players have you missed out on? It's an actual
I don't think it's the case of everyone lauding him. You just got to look at clearly what these guys have done at the moment, bro. Like at the moment, you tell me the players that these guys have brought in right now, barring Sambi Lokonga, which one hasn't worked?
William.
Yeah, but that's not the mentality to have. Though you should
want
more.
He got kicked out. He got kicked out the season following. Then he went to Fulham and beat Hughes, man. You get me? So he ain't that washed. So it's a mad thing, you know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying. We need to be proactive, and when we got a target and it's a person that the manager wants, go in and get him, bro. And look, on the 17th of January, I think, and we still haven't got players through the door. And we know that we haven't been in a position like this for so many years now. We have to go in. And for me, I know there isn't a plan B, because if there was a plan B, as soon as the Mudryk deal fell through, we won't be getting linked to Declan Rice for next year. You get me? We need players through the door now. You know what I'm saying? And I think he does got to take some slack. I think Vinay as well. You get me? They all have to take some kind of responsibility. And I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're just not trying to pay the extra little 5-10 mil back to Luis Suarez vibes or whatnot. But at the same time, we got to have a little bit of trust and belief in what they're doing, because like I said, Ben White, Ramsdale, all of these kind of players, Tomiyasu, all of the Odegaard, all of these guys, we weren't excited for them. And look what these have done to us right now. They've put in stellar performances for a consistent amount of time, especially this season. And we're at the top of the table. So we got to give these guys a little bit of belief that they are going to bring the right person through the door. Another player that's gone, that Danilo kid that's gone to Nottingham Forest, he's a player that we've been linked to for a while.
Oh, did you? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we was linked to him for ages, man, since the summertime. So we are very slow in the market. We are very slow, but here's what it is, man. We got a few weeks left until the end of the window. If we don't get anyone in January, then Arsenal fans start pulling your hair out. You know what I mean? Because it's a mad thing, because we definitely know what we need to do to progress, to get into that next gear, add squad depth.
Friends, I've got one question for you actually about the Mudryk thing, because you said something on here which was really good. I didn't think about it from that angle. You said you wouldn't see him at Chelsea because of the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. And obviously he ended up going to Chelsea, and it turns out they're giving 25 mil to the Ukraine war to fund, to help, or charity or whichever. So it kind of went totally the other way from what everyone thought it would happen and see. Yeah, just what your thoughts.
Do you know what it is with them? My thoughts is I think they knew that they've put the dignity in the gutter when they sold him to Chelsea, and they thought, you know what, in order to try to win back the people or whatnot, we'll give them a little 20 mil towards the war, just to say, oh look, we sold him to them. But realistically, they could have given the 20 mil from Arsenal to the war as well, innit? So it works hand in hand, man. It works hand in hand. And you know what? I think we've kind of dodged a bullet with Mudryk. I've been saying this all the time. I've not been one of them guys plastering Mudryk all over the show. I think paying the paying even 50, 60 mil is overpaying. I think where it gets embarrassing is if it just was over 5 mil. But I think Chelsea played it smart. They waited for Arsenal to put in their final bid. They contacted them. They've asked them, right, what is it that they're gonna pay you? And they've just put a chunk up front. Mudrik's gone to Chelsea. You can see he's not happy one bit. You get me? He got unveiled, looked like a face like a slapped ass. And it is what it is, isn't it? I'd rather bring in 2-3 players that are going to help the squad fully than bring in just one player. Don't get me wrong, I would have liked Mudryk. I think he's got a very good ceiling to perform as a top talent. However, if he gets injured, that's your money down the drain. If you bring 2-3 players in, one gets injured, one gets sent off, you still got some kind of squad depth, and that's what we need. There's no way he was coming in to Arsenal's team and taking over Martinelli's position. That was just not happening. He was coming for rotation.
Yeah, but different package though, isn't it? Yeah,
it was different package, but it's also the terms were less realistic. Like for Arsenal, part of the
the
rest of the bonus would be if they won the Champions League. Another one would be if you won the Ballon d'Or, and just stuff like that weren't as realistic.
You know what it was as well? Money talks, innit? And at the end of the day, when you're on 3 bags a week, yeah, and Chelsea are coming in and offering you 200 grand a week, Arsenal ain't looking to pay that. You get me? You haven't warranted 200 grand. We were offering about 40 to 50 grand a week. You get me? So
is that it?
That's crazy.
A guy who's played, the guy's only been inside a Ukrainian league, who's 21, 22 years of age, hasn't really warranted anything. Why are you going to be paying him more than that?
I thought it was going to be
the Ukrainian name. You're buying it for the money, though.
I won't say too much.
Can I just read a couple of super chats? Before we move on? Someone big up to Olu says, someone tell Bowley Arsenal are interested in Sanogo. Listen, man, Sanogo, man says Sanogo. Big up to Hit 44. Every bench is weak in the Premier League. City B team smack Southampton. We need someone realistic to come ride bench. No one taking our wingers spot. That's that one. Big up to Owinski. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Big up to my guy Owinski. He says difficult for most clubs to get players in. The pool of talent is just not there anymore. If you do find talent, you have to pay a premium. That's a massive, massive point. You know, I think now you're starting to look at talent in the world right now, and it's very, very much. It's
scarce.
It's very, very and like I said, now Anthony was never worth 100 million, but we had to go and pay it because Ajax wanted that. We dilly-dallied around, and the next thing you know, any other club can come in, and we were scared of that.
But the difference is Anthony and Mudryk. Anthony's playing in a proper league, in it. Like obviously, he's not the great league, but he's a lot better than the Ukrainian league. Do you know what I mean? So and it's not like Anthony didn't really play well inside the Champions League in bits. He did exactly kind of.
But not 100 million. It's not 100
million.
Nah,
definitely not, man. Just the way the market's gone over the years, man. When you brought Harry Maguire for 80 million, you just killed everyone.
I think you guys need to watch more of the Ukrainian league. I think it's a great league, personally.
To be fair, though, we can't deny that there's been some big
5 teams in there.
Yeah, we got Willian from there, 2-time Premier League champion, Europa League winner.
You know,
he swear that question quick, didn't he?
I mean, let me ask you a question though. Shakhtar don't produce flops though. If you're looking at their kind of like history, they produce some fine talent. So
did Fernandinho come from there?
Fernandinho, Fred. You're looking at who else came from there? These little Brazilians, bro. Tayson, was it Tayson? Bro, there was another right winger as well that came from there. Adriano. There's plenty of players that have come from there, man. Big up to Ibby B. Says, would Trossard be a decent option for now? Do you want that kind of thing in the dressing room? I don't know if he would work with Arteta. You know, I don't know, man.
No, I think Trossard's not a bad player. You just got to look at his situation. The guy doesn't want to sign a new contract because he wants a bigger move, and my man's seen his ass about it. So obviously they're going to fall out. It's not like he's on social media chatting bare macker about Brighton or whatnot. He's just obviously had a fallout with the guy. Trossard would be a good squad depth player, I think. I think we can always go out and get better, but if you spend like a 20 million on him and go and spend, we know we got money there to spend now. We need a couple more players. We need more than one player, 100%, man, for that squad depth. And if he's available and he's willing to come, I don't think anyone can kind of doubt his ability in the Premier League. He's pretty much proven, ain't he?
Big up to Rai. Big up to my guy Rai. Says, Premsy, would you take... I'm not even going to pronounce the name. I'm going to call it Kivaka. He says, from Napoli. He's a serious winger and he's better than Mudryk from what I watched of him first Juventus. Bro, this guy's a baller. When I tell you this guy is a baller, watch him. He is ridiculous and he's tearing up the Serie A. But You're dealing with De Laurentiis, you're dealing with Napoli, and they do not negotiate. They do not negotiate well.
Why
So,
would
go
they
on.
sell him right now, though? They're number one. They're gunning for the league. So to sell him would be criminal. I just can't see that happening.
He won't
In the
go
summer.
till he's got a year left.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know so much about him. I've seen him in bits and that. He looks like a bright spark, but I can't say I know so much about him to say, yeah, we'll go. We should go and get him. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'll be lying in it, and I'm not a liar. So that's what I don't want to be doing.
Absolutely. Big up to Orange. He says, Saeed, how much is Bukayo Saka worth now? Revision. For those that didn't know that, I said Bukayo Saka was worth about 50 million. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. But I did say that about 18 months ago when he was in form, out of form.
He
you know
said
what
it
I mean?
about 8 months ago. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, listen, he's probably worth about, I'd say 100 million. Let's be real, maybe more, 120.
No less than 100 million. If Jack Grealish is going for 100 million, mate, Saka's well clear of
Still
that.
not signed a contract though. Still not signed a contract.
Nah, don't worry. The sources I've heard that him, Martinelli, and Sleeper are done. They're just going to announce them. You get me?
Yeah, I'd say less than. You know what? Let me ask you a question there, Lewis. Yeah, you guys are not going in for midfielders. You guys are just basically trying to buy. You know, FIFA Street. You're playing FIFA Street where you think that's going to be a 5-a-side, and that it's not. It's 11-a-side. So I don't know what you guys are trying to do, man. This ain't no FIFA Street 2.
Hey, apparently Caicedo's next.
Oh, is it Caicedo? But would you want Caicedo or Rice? Have you been a big fan of Rice? Or are you saying no Rice? Like, are you a big fan of Rice?
I've warmed to it a little bit more. Like, we've had 3 years of just endless PR from Chelsea fans who want this big mountain Rice bromance in Chelsea colours, and like it's a bit mind-numbing and everything. But now the price tag's gone down a little bit, I'm more down for it as well. When a year ago he was going for like 100 to 150k, 100 to 150 million, and there were Chelsea fans trying to advocate for that. I'm not here for signing Declan Rice over 100 million. Now it's gone down to about 70, 60. I think Declan Rice is worth that fee. I wouldn't mind him coming to Chelsea, but I still think a Declan Rice move only happens in the summer, and we need something for now. Caicedo's there. He's available. There's a £70 million price tag on his head, and I think Chelsea are going to cash in on that. And he's a great ball-winning box-to-box midfielder. That's our long-term candidate.
Did they buy him for like 5 mil or something mad like that?
Yeah,
he's on 3.5k a week.
Oh, is he? Wow. Brighton's doing bits though.
And Modric's coming in on a mad thing.
Yeah, we just taken their whole scouting system, which I'm very excited for.
Lewis, what did you say? Sorry. About Caicedo.
He was on 3.5k a week. He's a great ball-winning box-to-box centre mid, and that's our long-term Kante replacement.
Oh, he's on that in Brighton right now?
Yeah, 3.5k.
No way. Nah, that's not true, man.
Check it. Google it.
Go in the Twitter space. God, goalie would join in and just let him know, man.
There's players in the Premier League playing for Nottingham Forest that on about what is it, £700, £800 a week. You know that there's that Brennan Johnson guy, whatever his name is. He plays for Wales. He's on about £800 a week.
So I'm making more peas than him.
It's crazy.
He's on 15,000 a week.
Who? Caicedo,
yeah, 15,000 weekly contract.
Oh, okay, that was BS.
15k, yeah. Come on, man. That's League One standards. That contract.
Nah, that's not bad for Brighton, man. They can't be these kind of clubs can't be doing what we do and just give people mad wages. They gotta keep a structure to what's going on, man. So to be fair, that's money for him, man. Guy came in with pennies and he's getting a good wage, obviously, and that's probably he may have got a bump up. To be fair to him, he might have started at 3.5k and they might have raised it for him.
Yeah, you know what? When they start liking all the posts and that's the new normal transfers now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like
he likes them in minutes as well. Like they'll be up in a minute or say Moise Caicedo liked it. He's defo twerking for us,
bro. I don't know.
You never know. We might come in and take him now.
Yeah,
it don't work like that, bro. You know this.
Liverpool ain't got the door, man. I think for me, it's just one of them. Like I just find it like it's just baffling for me. You're twerking for Arsenal, and then you end up going to Chelsea. It's just I just don't understand it. Like for me, if I'm Madrid, no, but I get it's common sense, but it's also thinking that how can you basically lie to yourself? Like you want to join Arsenal, but then all of a sudden Shakhtar just make it apparent that you know what, we're going where the money is, and that's how football should be. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be like that, but at the same time, I'm like, bloody hell, man! Like he's meant to go to. He's watching Arsenal games. He's not watching any Chelsea games.
No, but it's down to the player as
I
well.
don't
Because
blame
at the
him,
end of
big
the
crap.
day, if the player really that badly wanted to come, he is after the money himself, bro. Believe me. Because if he
He's a
really
money
wanted to
grabber.
come, he could have. The money that we put down and the money that Chelsea put down was very similar. Is not really that much of a difference. It was just the upfront payment, yeah. However, this guy, if he wanted it so badly, yeah, he would have just said to them, look, I'm not interested in that Chelsea move one bit. Shakhtar would have been put in a position. These are a club that need the money regardless. So they would have had to sell him anyway. So it's down to the money. The guy's getting good wages, you get me? And he just thought, I'll just sell my soul. You know what I mean? I'm going to go down there, chill in 10th and that. And we don't know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Chelsea, they are not a better proposition than Arsenal now. I've told man before, post-Roman bums, you get me? Bums before Roman, post-Roman bums now. There's only one way for these guys, and they're trying to hide with the financial
We'll
fair play of
see,
giving
bro.
man. Give it, yeah, we will see, definitely, bro. We will see, best believe that. And all I know is, yeah, these guys, yeah, they're trying to jiggle around the financial fair play, giving man 8 years contracts, yeah, giving man jail sentences. That's what they're doing, giving man jail sentences. You know what I'm saying? And it's all gonna come unstuck because when you got all these man, yeah, on big years and big I'm gonna say big sentences, big wages, yeah, you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot, man. You're not gonna be able to get rid of him.
You know what? Are you worried though, Lewis, about the way Chelsea are running right now? Do you like it? Are you bothered? Like, does it affect you? Because at the end of the day, you're spending money, but at the same time, later on, it could come back to bite you. I don't know. What's your feeling? Because you've had this before, and you had a transfer ban. But what's the situation here? Are you worried? What's going on?
I'm not worried at all about our long-term future. I've always said this season was going to be a write-off. I didn't expect it to be this bad, but we are where we are. I know this season won't get any better. We ain't going to make top 4. We'll be lucky if we make top 6, and I'd rather we just didn't make top 7 because I can't be asked for the Europa League or the Conference League. But in terms of our long-term future, I've got full faith in Bowley. I've got even more faith in our scouting system. And I do believe within 2 to 3 years, we're going to have an amazing squad that will probably be better than the squad that we've had over the last 5 years. I don't think Chelsea are going to be gone forever. This whole post-Roman thing is what rival fans would like to happen. But we have Roman on steroids. He is still spending the money. He is spending even more money. And we're spending it smarter on investments for the future. So in terms of
Tyson spending it smarter, you know. Yo, Chelsea, I've got to you on the next level.
What are you waffling, mate?
What do you mean, man?
Guys in Twitter Spaces listening to you fans what I buy, bro. What are you talking about? Smarter.
Hey,
this guy just wants to. This guy has come into Chelsea, yeah, and thought, let me win the fans over because obviously these guys are hurt and they love Roman Abramovich. Give it 2-3 years down the line, yeah. You'll see what happens when he realizes, yo, these guys ain't going anywhere. He ain't pumping no more money into your club.
2 to 3 years time, if we're top of the league or if we're pushing there, then we're gonna have different conversations, innit?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He's man attempt right about now.
Let me ask you a question.
This season we're gonna be shit. Like, regardless, we ain't doing nothing this year.
You know what's crazy about Chelsea, and I'm not even being salty. I really am not. But how can a club that spent over 1 billion get away with so much flack here, and they've not won a league title in since 2016? Everyone talks about United. Everyone talks about other
different.
But we're different. You're not winning trophies in terms of Premier League. Talking about,
we're still world champions, bro. We still got that for another few weeks. We were the last champions of Europe. It's not like we've been trophyless for 5 years, like certain clubs.
No, but the domestic though, in terms of Premier League though, you're not worried. Like you've not won a trophy since 2016. You've spent all this money. It's got to sometime repay. You've got to make sure that this repays surely in the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and it has to. That's why for the first thing, fuck Europe off next season. I don't want Europa League. I don't want Conference League. Just give us 1 game a week. Let us focus on consistency in the league. Keep building a team. We should be having a much better season next season. And then with an even better squad after that season, we can focus on both competitions. It's a slow process. It's a slow process.
Yeah, listen, it's the new process now. You know what I mean? Arsenal had theirs. You know what I mean?
I think Chelsea have got. They're going to have a reality shock, man. I'm telling you. I think you can't just buy, and not buy to a plan. You get me? Otherwise, it's going to be a detriment of the club. I think Newcastle are a team that are on the rise. United look like they're on the rise. Arsenal are clearly on the rise. You've got City that, they're having a little bit of a fall off, but they're still going to be doing something. you've got Liverpool that have to, bro. They have to do something. Otherwise, you see what happened at Everton. Man are getting put in headlocks, bro. You're Merseyside, yeah. Man are getting put in headlocks. So I don't think it's going to be that easy for Chelsea. I don't think it is, man. I think the good thing is with Bowley, he is putting his money where his mouth is, isn't it? But there has to be a plan for spending that money. You can't just buy every Tom, Dick, and Harry and think, you know what, we're playing FIFA career mode. It's going to happen. It just doesn't work like that.
No, but there is, though. Like, we're buying players under the age of 25. The majority are investment signings that will be balling out within the next 2 to 3 years. There is a squad that is coming. There is just a massive overhaul that needs to be done too. And that will mostly
Let me just say something. Sorry, I just seen someone in the comments says Premsy must have been in the Chelsea boardroom. Nah, I have been in the boardroom. I went into the Twitter space. That's their boardroom, fam. Clearly, you don't know what's going on, bro.
Big up to Orange. He says, how do you feel about Mudryk? Big up to Orange. How do you feel about Mudryk wanted Arsenal the whole time? Listen, it is what it is, man. It's, you know what I mean? We've kind of spoken about it. Premsy has kind of said it. It is what it is. And we see, man, Mudryk now, he has to deliver, man. Premsy, how can you be, how can man be in the Champions League on 3 bags? I think he's referring to Mudryk. Yeah, sorry, Caicedo. Big up to Smoke. He says, man was fully in Louis Vuitton and Jordans. Yeah, man like Mudryk, innit? You get me? Man like swagged out. Use that money well, innit? You get me? But yeah, like I said, man, it's going to be peak, man. And Patrick, let me start off with you, man. Let's talk top 4, man. Top 4, title talk. What are you saying, man? Obviously, this is the best of the rest show. But top 4, are you confident about top 4 now, Patrick? Because I'm like, it could get a little bit peak right now for you lot. You know what I mean? Like, but then again, who's going to jump in when Newcastle are playing that well and they are defending that well and they got that last minute winner? You might need to be focusing on Newcastle. Same way with us. But I'm telling you now, Patrick, Newcastle not going away. So Conte, fuck your ideas up now, mate.
I wouldn't say confident, but I still believe that we can make it. And you say Newcastle are playing well. I watched that game. They're not really playing well. It was a very scrappy game. They got a late winner.
They find a win.
Yeah, the thing about Newcastle, to their credit, they keep clean sheets. And obviously, when you keep a clean sheet, you're always in the game. So I've got to give them that. But to say they're playing well, I don't know. There's been games where I'm not that impressed with them. But at the end of the day, they're winning more than they're losing. They do draw quite a few as well. But yeah, man, I mean, we're 5 points off 3rd and 4th. We just need to get some wins. In football, as you know, things can change quickly once you get a couple wins underneath your sail. But obviously, having Man City, Fulham, and Man City back to back is a tough ask. Fulham are no slouches. They're in 6th right now, and people aren't really talking about them, but they're a good team. Do you know what I mean? It's clear. And to be fair, Newcastle kind of caught life in that game as well, because that Mitrovic penalty, how many times does that happen? That happens once in the blue moon, where a player slips and double hits the ball. So, yeah, man. Right now, I wouldn't say I'm that confident, but I know this team can do it. We've done it time and time again. And even this time last year, we were worse off at this time of the season than we are now, and we put it together. So with Kane and Son, even though Son's not been great, we all know he can turn it on as well. And Kulu coming back, I'm more excited than I was. Bentancur coming back, with Richarlison coming back. A lot of our players are now coming back into the fold. So let's see, man. I mean, no one's really given us a chance against Man City, but we know we've got their number. We've done it time and time again. So let's see, innit? Let's see.
What do you say, Lewis? Obviously, you man are in 10th. It's looking peak right now, but any sort of run that you guys can do? Look at your fixture list. Are you know what I mean? Obviously, you got Mudryk now. It's not as if we can't really say Chelsea should be going to get that top 4 and try and fight for it. Still a lot of season to go, man. I know it's peak right now, but is there no hope for you lot? Like, are you just kind of giving up? What's the feeling now with Chelsea fans right now?
Friendlies and just see how many people's seasons we can just ruin in the process. Sorry, I don't care about top 4. All I care about is when and if Arsenal drop out the top of the table.
How are you giving up that fast though? But this is what I don't understand. I think it's an easy cop out for Chelsea fans, because you look at what are the exact same points as Liverpool. And people ain't speaking about that. People ain't speaking about that about Liverpool. People are still saying, "Oh, Liverpool might go on a run and whatnot, try to sneak back into the top 4." Yous have spent half a bill, bro. What are you talking about, fam? It's an easy cop out. Just deep down in your heart, you know you're a dead food. That's all it is, bro. And it's
this team is dead food. That's why I said this season's a write-off. We won't make top 4. We might make top 6. We might make top 6. We won't make top
6, man. They
want
not
to
make
dying
for top 6.
This season is a write-off for me. Liverpool, I can't wait. battle of mid. We might actually get 3 points in that game.
God.
I'm not deluding myself.
calling it
No, but you must hear what I'm saying, innit? Come on.
Have you heard? Have you seen it?
Like,
shit,
you're down there, same point
Yeah.
as Liverpool, man. And these guys got an aging squad that literally the wheels are falling off. You know what I mean? When it comes to Chelsea, man, that's all I'm hearing. Oh, we're done. You get me, Ras? What's happened to this big bad boy Chelsea, man? I've not heard from him again.
No, we have no midfield. We're only just sorting out our attack.
And people, and I've also seen someone saying, why is Premsey, why is Arsenal fans getting excited this season? Because look, we're getting excited because we've got one of the youngest squads in the Premier League, you sausages. Do you know what I mean? We ain't got old ass players in our team like a Liverpool that is going to all fall to shit. And you can only go off the present. And the present right now is we're 8 points clear at the top of the tree. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And I can't say any other fan here can say to me that they can see the wheels falling off at Arsenal. Test after test after test. We're just doing it. Do you know what I mean? So there's no evidence to say that we're going to be falling off or capitulating. It's a total different team than what we've seen over the years. Yeah, I agree. We've bottled it so many times over the years, but the personnel is totally different now. And everyone is singing off the same hymn sheet. You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm saying, innit?
No, I think...
and also we have 12 injuries, guys in the comments are saying.
Yeah, the injuries, man.
Academy players, man.
All I can say is Avengers assemble. We all need to come together. You see how smug Premsey is. You see how all these Arsenal fans are talking.
I'm loving it right about now.
All fan bases unite, come together, hands up, spuds up, and we just unite and knock these guys off, man. One by one. There you go. One by one, we need to take these guys off. Because
are you looking ready to take the knee next or something? What's going on here, fam?
Crazy, man. United and City have got to do something, man.
Trust
but with
me,
the way Arsenal are going, though, the way Arsenal are going right now, for me, we have to still beat Crystal Palace. But if we go there and get the win and we're 3 points behind, they've got to play City twice.
Yeah,
that is going to be a massive test for Arsenal as well, because then they've got to come back and be, show that mentality.
So enough of all this test, bro.
These lot have had these guys will give you shit tests. You've not even had. Now you're going into higher paper. Now you're on foundation level. No disrespect to the rest of the team.
What are you talking about? We beat Chelsea. We beat Tottenham. We beat Liverpool. We've beat a lot of the teams.
Again, that's foundation level, man. We've not foundation level. You've not done higher paper.
We've dropped points higher paper, man. Games this season, bro. It's a mad thing, bro.
I understand that. We have to do the higher test.
We've conceded the second least amount of goals over than Newcastle. I think we've conceded 14. Yeah, we've scored the second highest behind Man City, who have got a machine in Erling Haaland, mate. So I'm telling you now for a fact, this isn't no false position where we're in. No
one's saying that, Premsey. No one said that.
You are where you deserve.
And we're talking GCSEs, man. Yeah. You need to do the higher test paper, and the higher test paper are Man City and obviously Man United.
Oh, well, if man can beat Man City, I'm sure we can, bro. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna hold you that, because when you
everyone's been holding me to everything, and I still haven't heard no crud the whole season. You get me? So it is what it is. Wait till we catch you on Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna pop your tire, fam. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, don't let that Old Trafford little lucky result get
lucky. Okay, it's lucky now. It's lucky apparently. It's lucky. You know what I mean? Apparently everybody's lucky.
Linesmen and that to make sure.
Oh, here we go. Get the violins out. Get the violins out, man. About lucky. I've heard it from City fans. Look, referee, this and that. Arsenal as well. You lot, this all you do is complain about referees, man. Arteta and Pep Guardiola. That's what they've done to you, man. Look at that. My days.
That's why I'm confident, bro, because realistically, I think City are reliant too much on Haaland in their style of play. I think over the years, they've never played with a focal point, and that's been their best option, really, because they're very unpredictable then. Now they're predictable, where Haaland's been getting most of their goals, and you nullify Kevin De Bruyne, you nullify Haaland, there's not really much else there to scream about. So I don't know, man. It's just not the same City it was, for the years that we've seen. And that's why somebody I also seen in the comments, I like reading the comments. Good chat, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man.
Big up everybody.
Like the video. Someone saying Arsenal asked Liverpool about, having a good team and only winning one Premier League in how many years. But the difference is they were up against a total different Man City. This Man City now, we can see the wheels are slowly falling off. They're going to have to sign more players and invest it into the squad. However, are they really going to drop a Haaland to the bench and play the old system? They can't afford to do that, man.
Yep, it's true. It's true, man. So listen, I just think for me, it's gonna be an interesting one. Big up to Ibby says, who will finish higher, Arsenal or United? I think it's too early to say that right now.
Say it with chest, fam. Who is it?
What do you mean? We don't know yet because obviously we have to see what happens.
I've been hearing a whole load of crud a minute ago, bro. Go on.
What do you think at the start of the season? At the start of the season, did you think United would finish above Arsenal? Finish above United?
Bro, we're halfway through the season now, innit? So
that's what I'm trying to say. So things can change, didn't it?
Nah, I didn't think United were going to finish above Arsenal. No way, man.
Yeah,
I thought you man were in a pickle.
Yeah, there you go then. Big up to Jason Mondise. He says, Prem's my guy. We're looking good, bro. Big up everybody, Saeed. I like a potential Man United rivalry again. Listen,
man, I love it. How the best rivalry this Premier League's ever seen, mate. It's about time it comes back. I'm telling you now. About time.
But everyone has to step up, man. And this is the thing. Nobody else is stepping up. And this is the problem, though. What do people want in a league? Like, where do you think the league's going, Lewis, man? Like, when do you reckon we'll see everyone competitive? Or do you reckon now Liverpool will fall off, because of the FSG? Obviously, Chelsea will spend money, but it depends how they click. Where do you see the Premier League go? Because everyone's saying that it's not really a good competitive league and that. What's going on?
I think they're only saying it's not competitive because they look at it from a perspective of only the big six teams. I think the league as a whole has got more competitive. You can't have drop-offs. You got the likes of Fulham, the likes of Brighton that are ready to pounce. Newcastle as a result of that. There's too much money in the Premier League nowadays. That's why there's so many. What was that?
So Brentford as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, Brentford as well is another example. Like, there's plenty of other squads there that are ready to compete if another team slips up. So I think they only see it from a top six perspective. In terms of the Premier League, anybody can genuinely be anybody on any given day.
You only got to look at the teams that are fighting for relegation, man. They're not no small clubs.
Newcastle, West Ham, Leicester.
Everton,
they were both competing for top four a few seasons ago.
Yeah, and Everton would have meant to be the next pretender. When they got their money in, everyone said that Everton would have, team to watch out for. So, yeah, I believe you're right, Lewis. I think the Premier League is more competitive. I just think certain fan bases are annoyed because they've dropped off. But if they're looking at the league as a whole, it's a lot more competitive. The fact that the teams are changing all the time shows you it's competitive. It's not the same old usual suspects.
No, 100%, man. You know what it is? It's just because Arsenal's in town now. Everyone's hating it. You get me? Just allow us, people. We've been suffering for 18 years. All we want to do is have a bit of fun. What is wrong with you? Don't hate, man. Just appreciate. Just let it go. Let it go.
Smokey's not having it, man. Smokey's not having it. He says, big up Fremsy, man. But you know what? Let's talk about a little bit about United. Patrick, man, what do you reckon United at the minute? Ten Hag, is he cooking? Is he cooking something this season? Is it a false dawn? Do you reckon the squad depth is not going to be good enough in the end? What are you thinking about United then and their chances?
Yeah, you look the real deal. The fact that Ten Hag has come in, I mean, even playing Luke Shaw at centre-back against Erling Haaland, when I saw that, I was like, what the hell is going on here? But he seems to be getting a tune out of everyone. And I actually like the fact that he's rotating players and bringing players in. Wan-Bissaka looks to have a new lease of life as well. So he's actually using the squad to the best of its abilities, where someone like Conte, for me, he's frustrating me because he wouldn't use a Jed Spence. I think if Ten Hag was here, he would have implemented Jed Spence by now. He would have got a bit more of a tune out of some of the other players. So, yeah, hats off to Ten Hag. He's definitely exceeded my expectations of where you look would be right now. And you're winning games. You're winning big games as well. To be fair, you're the only team to beat Arsenal, if I'm correct. You've beat Man City now. So you're taking big scalps as well. So you're not just doing it against the smaller teams. So is it a false dawn? No, not really. You're halfway through a season. You are where you deserve to be now. There's no excuses in it. Like 1 or 2 games, cool, I get it. But after this amount of time, you are where you deserve to be. Will you sustain it? Let's see, innit? Let's see. Because no one would have put United there. But credit to them. I'm not going to be here sitting here. I don't mind United. To be fair, the only teams I dislike, I'm not going to lie, are Arsenal, Chelsea, and West Ham. So when it comes to,
and I don't dislike Tottenham.
Do you know why this guy likes United? Because he was hoping and praying year in, year out, and he was a kid that used mama winning the league. You get me? Because this is why it was.
I don't care. Like United are in Manchester. I'm in Tottenham. I don't care about United.
Same. I like Tottenham as well. I don't really have a.
You have to give Eric Ten Hag credit, man. I agree with you, bro. I think what he's done with United as well, like putting the rivalry aside, is second to none, man. The guy's come in, made players better, changed up positions, got a proper structure in play, trying to recruit a lot smarter than probably what most managers have done over the years. And he's brought that feel-good factor back around with the place. Like, I've got a lot of United friends, you know what I mean? And these guys are all buzzing, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing all sorts of shit coming out from them, you know what I mean? These men are going to be, these men are winning the league for the next 10 years, I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying, man? It's
Listen,
madness,
we're
you
here.
got to give him credit, man. You do definitely got to give him credit. You get me? Him and Pep Guardiola looking like twins and that. It's a mad thing.
The real ball genius, man. The real ball genius, man.
It just depends who has more. It depends who's oiled the head more. You get me to get it,
There you
going
go.
a bit.
Big up to Jason. The teams that came up look like they're staying too as well. Nottingham Forest staying up. Fulham.
A good point.
That's a good point as well. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. I think. Big up to Fato. It says, "Evening, gentlemen. Just popped in from Never Foul. Large up the Chelsea contingent as always. Looking forward to Mudryk versus Tretino on Saturday. Hit the likes button. Who's Tretino? Is it, you mean Liverpool?
Trent.
Oh, Trent.
Yeah, bro. Listen, that might be one, you know, but it depends if he's fit.
Please, Trent, break his leg, man.
Lewis, does Mudryk come in and start? Does he start straight away?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm even going to Anfield. I want to see his debut.
Okay.
Is it Anfield?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a better game now, man. I thought it was going to be at Chelsea game.
Don't worry, it's not as loud as they say it is down there, bro. Believe me.
Man, it's not. Yeah, it's not. But you know what it is, though? You know what's mad, yeah? I was reading something on Twitter here, and Tottenham were close to signing Eric Ten Hag. And I don't know what happened, yeah, but they just didn't go in for him. I think they were close to signing. Before we were in for, you know, when we were going for Conte, and then you guys were about to sack Nuno, it was before that, it was Trent. It was Trent. It was Ten Hag you were after. So it's crazy how the you know
the things work, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, man, it's mad, bro. And like I said, Lewis, you know what I mean? What are you thinking, United? Do you reckon they'll crumble, or do you reckon you see something positive going on at United?
I don't think United drop out of top four or anything. You lot have been unbelievable ever since that little blip at the start of the season. I don't really see where a drop-off could be. Maybe injuries, but like that's very speculative. I expect United to stay in the top four. I think the top four stays the way it is, personally. But in terms of a title race, I don't know. Maybe it depends on if you get a result against Arsenal. But if you do, I think you're definitely in the conversation then.
Yeah, facts.
For me, man. United are favourites for the league, man.
Hey.
Psychology.
Let me ask you a question, though. Do you think you're going to win the league, Premsy?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, and I've said this. Everything. The good thing about YouTube, everything's documented in it, so you can't really go on this and that, the other. Personally, I feel like if we get at least 2 players in this January, then I think we can go on and win the league. And the reason I say that, because as common sense states, if Thomas Partey gets injured, the 2 players that are going to come into that team, Lokonga and El Neni, they're just not good enough, bro. And we seen the game that we didn't have Thomas Partey is the only game that we lost against you guys, and we played out of our skin. Is very rarely said. You can vouch for this. When you seen Arsenal turn up this year at Old Trafford and we played yous, bro. Arsenal don't play like that at Old Trafford for years, bro. You get me? We don't play like that. We normally get battered at Old Trafford. We were on the front foot for most of the game. He's hit us on the break. He's got the goals. So you got to look at it realistically as well. It's the same for a lot of teams. I understand they get injuries, but the way Partey is so influential to our team, if he gets an injury, if Odegaard gets an injury, we are pretty sad. However, I believe though, bro, because if you're 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League, there's no reason not to believe, because I think we've got the most points away from home, the most points at home. You know what I'm saying? We played the least amount of games. We played more games away than we have at home this season. So you got to give the credit to the boys, and you got to give the belief, because when you start fueling that belief, the team starts taking it on board. And when that starts happening, good shit can happen, bro. Best believe that. But personally, I think we do definitely need to get two signings in, and then I would fully say, we can definitely go and win it. But I can't see why not. You know what I mean? I can't see why not.
Facts. Big up to Masood, says, Saeed, you see what Radcliffe has said? Yes, I have. I've got an interview tomorrow with Ben Jacobs, so I'm gonna ask him tomorrow a bit more about it. So if you want to tune in tomorrow midday, got an interview with Ben Jacobs, so please check it out there. Hit 44 says, if KDB gets injured, City struggle for 4th. Damn, you know what? I don't know, I think they did well. I remember when Gundogan played that position and they did well without him. But again, I don't know. Gundogan's a bit more older. I don't know. We'll see, man. But Right now he's out. I don't know what injury he's got, so we'll have to just find out. But guys, I'm going to wrap up the show here. Still 1,000 people. Do you reckon we could get 500 likes? We're on 400 something likes.
500, man. There's absolute this
500 likes
quality,
for Arsenal win the league.
Yeah. There you go.
And we
You
know
think
that the
Arsenal gonna
gunners
win
are
the league?
here in force, so you know what to do, people. Smash that like.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Big up to Boohoo, man, for sponsoring the video. Guys, if you can see, there's a QR code next to Premzy. Go check it out, people. Go and get 40% off. Go hit the link in the description or the QR code. Well, there you go. Even he's doing it there. So go, literally, that's all you have to do. Use the QR code, scan it. You get 40% off. Use the code Saeed. And yeah, man, Premzy TV, 5K. Let's go for 10K now. So big up to Premzy TV. Big up, bro.
No, respect, man. Like I said, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate everyone in the comments as well. I like the banter. Just make sure you keep it respectful, otherwise you'll end up getting blocked. You know what I mean? But it's a fantastic show, bro. I'm not just saying it because I'm a part of it. I'll go back off and I'll end up watching it again. You know what I mean? And I just laughing my head off. I think it's really good blend of personalities. You know what I'm saying? I think Lewis as well, Chelsea fan, I can actually tolerate. Tottenham fan, Patrick, I can tolerate, and Saido is my dog in it from day dot. So it's a good blend, man. And hopefully we look to get to that 10K. And that's it, my brother. People, you know what to do.
Absolutely.
If you're new, go and subscribe, smash a like on this video. Get me if you want Tottenham and Chelsea to get relegated, hit that like.
Stop.
There you go. There you go. Smoky settings. We will do this next time. Definitely, man. We'll make sure we do something about that. So I'll make sure I save this, and the next show we will talk about that one. Carefree Lewis, big up, bro. Smashing it. Have you hit 30K yet?
No, we're 300 away. So guys, everyone head over and sub, man. We're very.
There you go, man. There you go.
Big up
Carefree Lewis.
everybody. Big up the panel as always. Best part of the Tuesday night. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully after another win.
Well, yeah, definitely. And obviously, Patrick, make sure you go follow him. Big up to you, bro. Love, man.
Yeah, come on, Tottenham, man. Please, just I'm down in the dumps right now, man. And we got City, Fulham, City. So need some wins. Need to get back in that top four. Everyone's saying that the top four is the top four. Fair enough. Tottenham, talk to me. Let's do something. But yeah, everyone in the panel, everyone in the chat. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, man, follow all the boys. And let's keep it moving.
Man's gonna have to go on heaven and earth massage parlor. You're seeing as these 3 games are over, fam. It's a mad thing.
You never know. The thing is, with Tottenham, we're so up and down. It's so mad. And yeah, I'm hanging on to the hope that we've done it before. So let's see. Form is patchy though. Last 10 games, we've won 5, lost 4, drawn 1. So let's see, innit? Let's see.
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
Too late to say though. I have to bounce to another stream.
No,
I'm gonna bounce.
We're doing it now. We're wrapping up. Peace, people. We'll take care. Bye bye.